I'm saying I'm looking at
What up? What up? What up?
Wake up. Yeah,
you
man.
Though, is that the question?
We need. I don't know about you, but I need to wake up. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What up, y'all? It is Wednesday.
As they say in H-Town, what's going down?
What's going down?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm a little sleepy, but it's all good.
What?
Listen, the sleep was sleeping on this morning.
We're gonna say 2 words. Not enough.
Not enough sleep.
Yeah.
But thank God that we made it.
For sure.
Made it.
Grateful.
We made it.
Grateful.
Good morning. What's up, y'all? It is the Morning Tea Radio Show where we are here each and every Wednesday with myself, Mika Diamond.
And your boy, K. Nisi.
And we love to have an amazing time on Wednesday. So if this is your first time tuning in to the Morning Tea Radio Show, we utilize this platform. Businesses, entrepreneurs, those who have an event coming up, who want to enlarge your network and territory. If you need some people in your seats, we definitely have the opportunity to do so. But not only do we bring exposure to businesses, we also have morning tea topics.
Yes, ma'am.
Which I say are things that happen each and every day. I always like to say that they are real adult conversations.
Yeah, how they say it, we keep it real.
We keep it 100
done. That's it. It's a done data. We keep it 100 done.
We keep it 100. But we also I always say that these are topics that are relatable.
Yeah.
These are things that happen each and every day. And I always say if it hasn't, the experience hasn't knocked on your door, then keep on living like the seasoned saints say.
Yes.
Keep on living because you just never know. And hopefully, based on our conversation, based on the things that we talk about, then you're able to, when an experience knock on your door, you're able to come back to these conversations that we have and assist you with your thoughts.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to make your wrong right.
Yeah.
You got to think about some of the things that you did. You say, you know what? I need to go back and fix that.
Yeah.
I need to fix that.
It's called, I think it's called, man, like a big word, not a big word, but I think it's a big thing, and it's called accountability.
Accountability.
I think that's one of the main things that a lot of us, I'm saying, me too, just missing, holding ourselves accountable for the things that we really do wrong, and just saying, hey,
I could have done that differently.
I could have done it better.
Right.
I could have done it different.
Sometimes you got to raise the white flag and just come off of the I want to be
pride.
Yeah, when you know you're wrong.
Ego.
You know you're wrong.
Yeah.
Just go back and fix it.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes, and listen, these days people are just dropping unexpectedly.
Yeah.
So
I found out a family member in my family passed away, and I'm like, whoa, wow,
it's happening. I mean, and so you just, as they say, get ready. You got to be ready.
Yeah.
Already ready.
Yeah.
Because you just never know. And
Stay
so,
ready,
never miss that opportunity if you know that because oftentimes we hold on to things that's really not that serious that you can really let go. And then some of those relationships that you have really were solid relationships, but there was a mishap that stopped you from having that same relationship with that person.
Be mad at you because you took the last piece of pie.
Listen.
And don't want
or the bread.
Yeah.
The bread.
You left
the end bread.
You left the ends in there, so I'm hot at you.
I like the ends though, peanut butter and jelly. I eat the ends.
Okay,
though.
I'm gonna say this here. I'm gonna agree with you on the peanut butter and jelly. But a sandwich,
listen,
I gotta have.
A hungry man gonna eat what a hungry man has.
I understand the hungry
you
man,
but I'm gonna eat that bread.
Hey, but I'm gonna eat it with attitude.
Yeah, you might be, but you're gonna be full when you get done.
I don't know.
It's gonna satisfy your stomach.
My thinking is gonna be on the
on the inside. You ain't on the
bread.
front. What about the front and the end?
Not that no.
It's still bread though.
You know what I do? I take one half
and fold it
and then take the other half fold it.
So you got 2 sandwiches. You feel like you got 2 sandwiches.
It's one, but the men gotta match.
They gotta match.
Yeah.
But y'all, listen, what's up, y'all? So last week we had a guest on last week's show. We had Trina, the business educator that was on, and we talked about what success looked like.
Yeah.
What does success look like in business, right? What does success look like for you? Because sometimes some success is different. It could be monetary. It could be, I got a client today. It can even be, I just woke up today and I feel successful.
Got a network of people.
All of those different things.
That you was really
honing in on.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
And I believe, I took that with me.
Yeah.
And I think that having a network of people is
a
very
solid
valuable.
Network of people. Not just people just hanging around, and just to hang around, but a real solid network.
You said something this morning that stuck too. Remember that those people might just be a season.
Absolutely. I think and you know what? I think if we keep that in the back of our mind,
right,
and not think, okay, forever. Even sometimes, and just being open, honest, and transparent, some business relationships don't last forever.
Yeah.
They may start off excitement. They may start off boots on the ground.
Right.
But when the business get a little busy, you don't have that same excitement with some of those people. And it's okay. Yeah. Because sometimes my dreams and my aspirations are not yours.
Right.
And so I can't expect you to run like I run. I can't expect you to be so involved like I'm involved. Right. However, if it's a partnership, then we equal.
Exactly.
It's different. And so I think people need to understand that sometimes, and stop saying partner when it's just a collaboration on a project. Because sometimes you say partnership and you're not putting in the same partnership behavior.
Yeah.
You're just collaborating. And so if we don't have a contract that says it's half and half, 50-50, we're not partnering.
Well, you just sent chills up my spine.
We are collaborating. And it's okay, but don't be so quick to say partner, because sometimes those partners, when they go sour, whatever went sour with the partnership goes along with you. And sometimes you don't want that.
Me personally, I think if it's on paper and it say partnership, then we're a partnership.
It's 50-50.
Yeah. If it's just we just gonna link up, it's just collaboration.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Collaboration.
Yeah. You put a little thought in my mind now. Because I ain't gonna lie, I be looking at, oh man, we in this together.
Yes. Partnership means 50-50 on the bills.
Yeah.
50-50 in, if I'm paying for this, you paying for this.
You just ran off half the crowd by saying 50-50.
I'm just saying that's what a partnership is. Yeah, you have an agreement of these are the terms of the agreement.
Now I gotta look around. What my staff is?
Yeah. You don't have no staff, you don't have no partner.
You said 50-50. You got to pay bills.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how it goes. That's how it works. Or whatever the terms of the partnership is. Yeah. Sometimes it's a silent partner. It's an investment partner. It's somebody who wants to invest where we never see them. They're investing their money. However, there's a partnership when it comes to the monetary value of the project or the business or whatever the case may be. So y'all be out here businessing and not just playing with the business.
We got to be out here what?
Businessing. Be out here doing solid business.
Doing solid business.
Businessing.
Well, we gotta Google that. We gotta go to
that's
Chat
not
PT.
Google.
What is the chat?
They go Chat GPT. Look, you can't even say it.
Hey, I just say chat.
Chat, yeah.
We just go to chat and see what businessing.
Be out here and do some good businessing. But listen, last weekend we had an awesome weekend. So Friday, we celebrated the amazing Kimberly Powell, who is always on the Morning Tea Radio Show, definitely inviting, definitely commenting and doing and supporting the Morning Tea. So we celebrated her birthday on Friday. So again, happy birthday to you, Kim.
Huge help.
And then Saturday, what did I do Saturday? Saturday, I networked with some ladies who came from Dallas for a brunch in the city of Houston. So I'm trying to keep my boots on the ground, even in the city, and connect with people, network with people, and in order for me to expand as well. And then Sunday was Father's Day.
Yes, ma'am.
It was Father's Day on Sunday. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers again. If we missed y'all last week, what you do this weekend?
Man, you know what? I put in a specific order for some meatballs, dirty rice, and chicken wings, and I got it all, and a cheesecake.
Meatballs.
Shout out to Venus.
And dirty rice.
Shout out to my wife.
And chicken wings.
For
Shout
really,
out to V. V did it.
She put a little toe in there.
She put a toe in it. The big toe or the pinky toe?
She put all 5 of them.
All 5. Her toes was in
fact,
the middle.
10.
Jeez.
Yeah,
shout out to V for the 10 toes.
I can't lie. That cheesecake took the other 5.
Dang.
15. 5 and then 5 in the
That was the foot. The feet.
The feet. Yeah, it was the feet.
The feet. You're so dumb.
Yeah, but she actually did that, and then just being able to sit back and relax.
Yeah,
I kind of just sat back and relaxed today, and really just didn't do
too much.
Just
sometimes that's what you need. We celebrated with my father, so shout out to my dad as well. And then I went home and got to work. I had to get to work.
I think we watched I think we did that day of straw.
Oh, how did you listen? So it's not balanced. Some people saying straw was emotional and it was something that took them out, and then some people are like they don't understand why people was crying. So how did you feel about that?
The ending was a real big shocker for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That it was a shocker for me.
I ain't gonna tell emotional. Yeah, don't tell it because I gotta watch it. Was it emotional for you? Some of it.
If you're a human being and you've lived, you're gonna feel something in there.
Something.
You're gonna feel something. If you had kids, you know, you're gonna feel something.
Yeah.
You know, I feel sorry for the person. You've been through it.
Yeah.
I can understand it.
You can relate.
Yeah.
For sure.
So definitely, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry did it. He did a good job on it. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. So y'all listen up. So shout out to
my brother watched it yesterday, right? I invited him over. He watched it yesterday. He don't know that I seen, and if you watching me, brother, I seen that little tear.
See, that ain't cool.
I seen
because V ain't telling what if you got emotional. That ain't even
that's
cool.
Why she not here.
You probably had the sugars on.
The beans. I'm gonna spill them beans.
Rick, he over here spilling the beans. Rick,
hey,
he's spilling the beans.
I looked over there. That boy had a tear coming down.
I'm gonna send you V a text. V, did Nice have his sugars on, or was his eyes wide?
Hey, I got allergies.
Okay.
I got allergies.
Okay. So shout out to y'all who was on the live. Do us a favor, share the live, invite somebody, comment, get in on this morning tea. We have some guests that are in the studio that we cannot wait to talk to because they have an awesome event. No strangers to the morning tea, no strangers to the city of Houston. Because listen, they some legends out here in H-Town. Some legends out here. So y'all make sure that y'all stay connected. But invite somebody. So listen, we're gonna get into the entertainment.
Let me say this here. I know you got
Lord.
When we got legends in the building, do I need to
sit back?
Posture?
Yeah, sit back, put your shoulders back. And stop being on the gangster lean, though.
You know me, it's not no gangster. It's just relaxation.
No.
Yeah.
They family.
That's
they are
good.
family.
That's
so
good.
We're going to have a good time.
Yes,
so listen, shout out to y'all. Shout out to Kim, Mercy. We got Candy, Oso, Gregory. I used to say Oso Green. On, and then we got who else we got Marcy. Shout out to Rebecca who is live from Dallas, and each and every one of you who gonna catch this replay. Y'all make sure that y'all share the live. So listen, Nice, I got some entertainment news before we get into a commercial break, because when we get into the commercial break, we're gonna bring our guests on. But listen, it is Juneteenth on tomorrow.
Right.
Juneteenth. We've been celebrating Juneteenth, but there is an amazing lady who is 98 years old by the name of Opal Lee, who is the powerhouse behind making it a Juneteenth official holiday. Making it a holiday. So one of the things that I love, we always do it during Black History Month, but we need to know, like, we've been fighting for this day. Now it is official. It became official with President Joe Biden, where he actually signed that it's an official holiday. But I'm wondering, since it's official holiday, do businesses close? I asked my mama last night. She told me, they don't care about us.
I ain't want to say it like that, but
so shout out to you, because I know you tuned in.
I say
she talking about everything gonna be open.
Big Bubba's hamburgers might be closed.
Celebrate.
I'm just saying.
I know
Black businesses might close because hey, it's our day. So
yeah. But, and I feel we should. But hey, I'm also a firm believer in knowing that if you want to be open and celebrate, like, you may have a discount on some of your items, but just to be able to celebrate for that, I do think that
I'm gonna ask this question, and this the main question right here. Do we get that time and a half?
No, you're not getting that
for the holiday pay.
No, that's not coming.
Jesus,
that's
so
not
you might
coming.
want to take off then.
Listen, and I wonder, as a business owner, are you giving your employees the day off, or are you making them come to work?
Oh, and if they work, do they get time? It's a holiday, so do they get time?
Yeah, it's an official holiday at this point. At this point, now you're gonna have people get fired. They're gonna go to their boss, ask and say, Thursday is a holiday.
Hey, we treat Columbus Day like that. Come on now, let's
4th of July too.
Yeah, come on.
4th of July. Yeah. So I thought that was awesome to know. 98 years old. And she made sure that she was an educator, and she made sure that she gave her how she felt. She pushed it, and now we have it as an official holiday, and it's a federal holiday. So that's the thing. Like, we was just celebrating before and just taking. I know my daddy, Jackie Morris.
Yeah.
I'm not going to work on Juneteenth.
Not Juneteenth.
Not Juneteenth.
Yeah.
That's my day to
maybe
celebrate.
June 20th.
Yeah, but he's not going on June 19th.
Yeah.
He may be fired because whatever, but he ain't going.
Yeah.
He's not going. But yeah, so shout out to y'all. So we had an amazing weekend. We had an amazing show last week. Also, I'm going to do one more thing since we talking about Tyler Perry, and then we're going to get into a commercial break. So Tyler being sued for $260 million.
I wouldn't put it past nobody.
Yeah, he's being sued for sexual harassment.
I wouldn't put it past nobody.
I'm like, come on, Tyler.
Come on, whoever, you know.
Yeah, so Derek Dixon, he played on the Oval, he's suing him because he said it was, okay, so check this out though, and y'all tell me y'all thoughts. So Tyler saw him at let's just say it was an industry networking or industry event, pulled him out of the crowd and said that he wanted to talk to him because he wanted him to be in one of his seasons of or one of his movies or seasons, whatever, Ruggles. And so had a conversation, and you tell me, I'm gonna ask you from your perspective, from a man's perspective. He called him over to the house for some drinks and conversation.
Okay.
So apparently, and this is allegedly what Derek Dixon said, he had some drinks to the point that he was over, I'm gonna say drunk. And when he woke up, he was in the bed and Tyler was next to him rubbing on his leg. So that's what he said.
First of all, we're gonna start with come over for some drinks. We ain't finna do that.
So he says his reason of going over there was because he thought that they were going to talk about the industry and how he wanted him to be in his new season or whatever the case may be. And then he says that he was in the show, so he filmed on set, but it became uncomfortable because of what took place at the house.
Okay, as a man.
Okay.
As a man.
I'm listening.
If another man called me and tell me, come to the house, we just gonna have some drinks. Okay, so we got an office, we got a studio, we got all these other places, we got bars, we got whatever,
restaurants.
We can meet at and have these conversations. Automatically, for me as a man, and we not cool like that. We not like, you not my boy. I'm finna look at that different.
Because he called you, asked you to come sit at the house.
And then you as a person, let's keep it 100. It's rumors that float around.
Right.
So you already know that you and that man by yourself. You already know. So undoubtedly, you got your mind fixed on
setup.
Something. And then for you, I don't care how drunk I am. I don't care another man touching on me.
You would be able to say nothing. It's not.
Come on,
and here's the thing. Here's another thing before we just move on and go.
I'm gonna say this here. Men don't. No, I'm just saying. I'm not finna be around another man. Me and him, and I get drunk.
Man,
I ain't, man.
It's for me. It seems like it was a setup. It seems like it was a setup that I'm going over here and I'm going to make these accusations when I leave because of possibly the rumors, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you already knew. And I'm like you. Like, men are different than women. I may go over and say, hey, I'm coming over. We're going to drink some wine.
Women now. Women
we do that kind of stuff. But and even if he woke up and Tyler was in, there's no way that I would have not, it wouldn't have went public at that time.
And see,
you waited until you filmed the show when you were on the set, and now it's over with, and now you bring it out.
And then and I'm like I said, I'm just keeping it. I'm just thinking of not most men. I'm just saying men from my perspective. Just my perspective. If I go over my friend's house, we sitting in the garage. We might sit out on the patio. You know what I'm saying? We drinking and then I just know my limit. Hey man, look, I'm good. I'm going ahead and get back to the house. But to wake up and man touching up, man, come on, man.
It's a little different. So we'll see how that plays out.
I think he got that in his.
He probably and maybe, I don't know, but it's been rumors and we don't know because all things are allegedly. But he said he felt like because he was such a man of power, if he said anything about it, that he will be blackballed in the entertainment industry. So
I guess it worked.
But like Tyler, they fighting back though. It's not one of them things like I'm just gonna go ahead and pay him and keep it under the rug. Like, they are literally fighting back. His lawyers and attorneys are fighting back. So we'll see how it plays out. But I just wanted to get
210 million,
260
million. I'll be fighting back too. I'll be swinging.
260 million.
Yeah.
That boy trying to take that boy out.
Over you touching on my leg. I laid up.
But see, that's why. And another thing, as entertainers, you have to be really careful by putting yourself in those positions as well.
That's my
because
whole point.
You already know. Don't be invites a bunch of people over at one time.
That's like now. I'm just keeping it. I'm just not to be funny, but that's like right now.
Yeah.
If Puffy called me right now and said, "Kay, you want to come through?" Man, I'm be looking like, bro.
What you want?
Stop at the store and grab some baby all week.
No, I'm not doing it. We cut the cameras. I'm not doing it today. I've been keeping up with that trial though.
Man, look.
Every day I'm catching it. Every day. The day after, I want to see what went down.
I just say this here before we go. If you have to use your common sense in certain things,
definitely,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So
for sure.
It is what it is.
All right, y'all. So that was the entertainment news for the day. It is Wednesday on the Morning Tea Radio Show. We're going to get into some commercial breaks. And when we come back, we have two amazing guests that's going to join us. So you guys make sure that you continue to share the live, comment, invite some people so that we can have this amazing conversation about what's coming up in the city of Houston. Y'all make sure that y'all don't go nowhere. Keep it locked right here on the Morning Tea Radio Show.
T&D Tax Service LLC is the partner you or your business need. Imagine having a full-service business handling your tax preparation, business bookkeeping, payroll, business setup, money management, and credit restoration. With T&D, you get highly trained professionals, individual assistance, and year-round support. Keep running your business. Let us handle the numbers. Ready to unlock success? Contact T&D Tax Service today at 832-856-6568 or visit T&D Tax Service on any social media platform. At T&D Tax Service, our motto is, when you start off right, you end up right.
Are you looking for a solution for dry hair? At Emoki, our proprietary rose water and blends of essential oils of rosemary, lavender, tea tree, mint, and jasmine cater to all hair types and textures, beards included, leaving your hair soft and healthy. So get Emoki. For more information, visit our website at emokeed.com. That's EMOKEED. Now go get Emoki.
Yes.
Yo, we are back live on the Morning Tea Radio Show. And listen, we got 4 people. We got 4 people. So we are excited about today's guest. Why? Because one, they are no stranger to the city of Houston. They've been all over doing so many amazing things. But I'm going to give you a little bit of information about the founder. Mr. Don Dodson, who is a distinguished U.S. Army veteran who honorably served his country while stationed in Italy. After his military service, he continued his commitment to public service, dedicating 28 years to protecting and serving his community as a police officer. I didn't even know that, Mr. Don.
Come on.
I read that. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, wow, I found out something new.
Yeah.
So following his retirement, Mr. Dodson experienced divine redirection in his life's purpose, right? The divine calling led to the birth of No More G Ministries, NMGM Production, a faith-based creative platform focused on freeing those in emotional and spiritual bondage through storytelling and the performing arts. His journey into ministry and theatrical production began with his first stage play, My Life on Earth, Expired, which premiered in 2010 and ran through 2012. He went on to write and produce additional impactful productions, including When Children Pray and Choir Rehearsal. So we have the amazing Mr. Don Dodson and Mr. Natalie joining us, who is listed, honey. If you don't know her in these H-Town streets with these plays and productions, she can be whoever she want to be because she can act and be and choose whoever she want to be. So thank y'all so much for joining us.
Hey, one thing I want to say, man, I gotta say this here. That smile she got on her face when you was talking about him, that smile she got on her face, boy, I'm like, it's priceless, bro. It is priceless.
Support of each
that's
other.
what I can feel it like.
Like
man,
now,
look.
this is the GOAT right here.
Yeah.
This is the GOAT.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yes.
She is the GOAT.
Yeah.
So Mr. Don and Miss Evangeline. So tell everybody about you. Tell everybody what you have been doing, who you are, and the amazing woman that you are.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for this opportunity.
Yes, ma'am.
To be on set with you all, and hi, Mr. Knight.
Yes.
Well, I've been in the industry for almost 30 years,
Mm.
and I got about 30-something plays and about 30-something movies that I'm on, and
Mm.
just released 3 of them that should be coming out this year. And so, but I have the grand opportunity of working with Mr. Don Dotson, and I'm grateful. I've done many of them, but to be able to do it in Houston, with people that are trustworthy and that has good character, that's the greatest thing about Mr. Dotson. This is a great man, great character, and makes you feel good to even want to work with him. That's a blessing.
It is a blessing
when you can work with somebody and it's okay, because you have to jail.
Yes,
just like you and Mr. Nice, I saw y'all gelling because it's easy to front, but
you
have
we
to do that. Me and Mr. Don is like, he like, okay, you what I need, like, okay, if you need me, then I need you. And so all I can think of, well, right now I'm doing this play, then I have a concert we're getting ready to do. I sing with the group, so we're getting ready to do a live concert, and that's in next month. And so, I mean, I got so many things going on. When you get on this radio, your mind get blank. Hey, y'all wait till you get old. And so I've done so much. And
you have
so much. I sing, I write, I direct, I do a little everything, and I'm just grateful to God that I have the opportunity to do it.
Let me ask you this question. I'm looking at you, and you are a beautiful lady.
Thank you.
Definitely. And I just want to know, you doing all of this, it could be stressful. It could be, how do you maintain like yourself? Because it seemed like a lot. Movies, plays, singing. How do you maintain yourself?
To be honest with you, well, I'll kind of walk like 4 or 5 times a week. But I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. It is nobody but God. I'm just gonna clear that up. Without him, you really can't do nothing.
Right.
And even if you work hard, without God, you're actually killing yourself.
Talk to me.
His yoke is easy. And his burden is light, which means he makes your yoke easy and he makes your burdens light.
Right.
So whatever you can handle, whatever you think you can't handle, it's just great. It comes at the right time. And for me, everything seems to come at the right time when you think, oh, I ain't got nothing to do. I find out that's the time to rest.
Ooh, that's when good. I ain't got nothing to do, we be trying to find something to do. But
when I don't have nothing to do, that's the time to rest. Because about 2 weeks later,
you're gonna have a
bam,
everything coming.
So because I rested.
You just hit me with something. So when you find that time, instead of taking that time and saying, well, I gotta find something, you should just take that time
to rest.
That's good. That's good.
Get the puffs out your eyes.
I need it too.
You're tired. Your energy. And for what we don't do is we really don't take time for ourselves. We say it. We tell other people, oh, girl, go home and get some rest. Oh, man, go home. Man, you just need to sleep. But when it's time for you to do it, we don't do it.
You're right.
Because in our mind,
we got to keep going. As though we ain't AI. We ain't IA. Can't do it.
Busy doing nothing. Busy doing nothing.
That wheel just turning, ain't going nowhere.
And sometimes, and I'm glad you brought that up before we get into the play, because I think sometimes people really feel like if they look busy, then that adds value to who they are, because they look like they all over the place. And then when you finally get a chance to speak to them, I'm flying here, I'm doing this, I'm flying here, and I'm doing this. You're speaking about it. But when you get there, you're not making an impact on the things that you just look busy. But you really aren't really busy doing nothing. Busy doing nothing.
When you doing so much, just bring it to reality. You cannot be given all these things, all of your undivided attention.
I think that's what
you're really cheating yourself and you're cheating the people.
I think that's what when we call ourselves entrepreneurs, I think that's a big mistake that we make, because what happens is we trying to give our business 100%. And then when we go and somebody's having an event, then we trying to get at 100%. Let me get all of that in. And then, okay, I got another thing going on here. Let me try to get at 100%. And then you find yourself just exhausted. And then, like you say, when that time comes when you're not doing nothing, you don't understand to sit down for a minute. You steady trying to figure out all of these things. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of just resting.
Yeah.
So I believe, what you're saying is very, very true. I never thought about it like that, and it's so simple, but we overlook the simple things.
Yeah.
When that time comes and you don't have nothing to do, take that time and rest.
Yeah.
But we're taught. You think about it. Back in the day, grandmama and them and all the people, about 6 or 7 o'clock, they shut things down.
Yeah.
But I got to work though. What time? I didn't go to bed at 2 o'clock this morning. I didn't go to bed at 3 this morning. But I got to get up at 7. So.
Because grandmama used to say,
turn them lights out, turn that TV off,
cut everything off. Because they made you rest. They made you think. They made you have time for yourself. Our little kids on these computers, on this, whatever you call this iPhone. 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So imagine what kind of rest they get.
And then especially mental rest, because you need the mental rest to be able to get, especially for school, for the kids.
Yes.
When they're staying up and you're not, and I'm saying this because you're speaking to me without knowing you're speaking to me. You're speaking to me because what I will do is when I don't have anything, I'm looking at how I can support somebody else with something.
Yeah.
When that's the time for me to say, okay, God didn't orchestrate it for you to be doing something during that time. You actually need to sit down and rest your mind. So very good. So
and I'm gonna say this here, and I know, because we helping somebody.
Yeah.
So we help. No, we helping somebody. Trust me when I tell you, I feel it. I know we helping somebody. So what I've learned to do every day, I do this every day. Every day, I make it some time. When I get home, to sit in silence for at least 30 minutes. I turn off everything.
Yeah.
And I just sit in silence. And I make that a point for me to just sit there in silence. No TV, no phone, nothing. Just sit there and just give myself time to just come down off of everything. You know what I'm saying? And I try to do it at least an hour.
Yeah.
But 30 minutes, and I always say, okay, it's 3 things that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure I'm shaved. I'm gonna make sure I make the bed up, because I found out that making the bed up, that starts the day with you doing something that you said you was gonna do. You understand what I'm saying? So I make the bed up, make sure I shave, and I'm gonna make sure that I get at least 30 minutes to myself during that day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
That's
good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Good counsel.
Yeah.
Good counsel.
No, it's not about it's things.
Good counsel.
No, but what I'm saying, what I'm saying is that we need to look at it like that, because man, the phones is keeping our minds going and going and going and going and going, because we trying to keep up. But I'm learning that, okay, shoot, man, I ain't got to keep up. I can at least take an hour.
Yeah.
Whatever I'm missing that hour,
it's
I catch
5 hours out of it. Well, 7 hours out of a week that you can say that you.
The thing about it is, what happens is, and this is for the young people, do not let your mind go so far that you think you got to be busy, because what they don't tell you is that you're going to get old.
Yeah.
You're going to get old. Things are not going to happen the same. You're not going to move the same. You're going to have the same energy. But just because you have energy doesn't mean you have to use it all up.
That's good.
And that's what we're doing. We find that out as you get older, men. You didn't use up so much energy. Now you ain't got none.
Yeah.
And I ain't going to say what I want to say.
We get what you're saying.
Slow up.
Yeah, slow down a little bit.
Slow down.
I need you.
We're going to need you 20 more years from now. You're going to need yourself 20 more years from now. So slow up and slow down. It's really good. Slowing up really is a good thing.
Yeah. Y'all heard it first from Miss Evangeline.
I'm going to take that advice, especially when it's coming from a woman. Hey, strong back. That we just don't,
All right, so we got the amazing Mr. Don Dotson. I shared all of his information. He has so much more within his bio. However, of course, we want to get into how it got started with him going into this amazing ministry of playwright. Because listen, I had the opportunity to be in one of Mr. Don plays by accident, but it was on purpose.
It was on purpose. Yeah.
One of the plays, the cast members didn't come, and I was practicing their part one day. And next thing I know, Mika, Mimi, you good at that part. And so I became the marketing, helping with the stage. And then I switched out of my clothes and put on my cast member clothes.
Come on.
But it was an absolutely amazing play, Forever His. but also he has so many other plays that he has done with some amazing cast members. So, Mr. Don, tell us what gave you the thought to say, you know what? I got all of these thoughts and these stories in my head, and now I want to start doing plays.
Oh, thank you so much, Mika. Okay. Speaking of you,
look at me.
This was Mika.
Yeah.
First stage performance.
Let's do it the right way. Hold on.
I think this see that. Hey, she was good.
And then you got Chris on there. Come on, already. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it was great. We had a great time, and she filled in for me, and it was just awesome.
Yes,
she did. Hey,
did I think
I don't want to call her back. Yeah. She got so busy.
Yeah.
She got so busy with her podcast, and I just said, "Well, she's just great." Well, back in when you were speaking about going back in time too, and I was thinking about it when you were saying about I remember when at 10 o'clock, TV came on and they said, it's 10 o'clock, where's your tour?
Yeah.
And the TV was cut off.
Yeah.
Kids couldn't look no more.
Oh, wow.
Everything was finished.
Okay.
So you didn't have an opportunity to look at all this stuff that we have going on now. But, I always said that, whatever you're doing outside the will of God, to maintain that, you got to stay outside the will of God. So think about it. Whatever you're doing, whatever addiction, whatever it may be that you're doing outside the will of God, you're going to stay.
You have to maintain.
You got to maintain it. You have to stay outside the will of God. So when I got out into these inspirational plays, that was my will, because I've always I just thank God for my salvation and giving Him first. It always. It started back in 2007 at the church. They asked me to put on the men's program.
Okay.
And I had to come up with a little skit. So when I did that skit, I said, people were saying, why don't you just go on and make a stage play out of it? I said, okay.
Lit a fire.
So I got together and we got about 15 cast members put together, and it was awesome. It went on for 3 days. We did a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh, come on.
And we packed the house, and I said, hey, this is my calling.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And once you get that taste of being on stage and in the art,
it was awesome.
It's hard. It's hard just to stay out of it. So that's why I'm maintaining what I'm doing, because I like it. And it's not outside the will of God, but it's inside the will of God. And that's why I always pray that, hey, whoever I audition, that their life is spiritual as much as possible. Sometimes you're gonna get some that infiltrate. That's really not. But I try to make sure that I get Christian actors and actresses.
That's good.
But but just like you lit the fire, somebody lit the fire under you. They gave you an opportunity, and it created something bigger than that opportunity.
Right.
You doing the same thing with the people that might come in and look at it and say, hey, well, shoot,
absolutely.
Or
and
never
go
thought.
Never thought.
Because listen, I never imagined being it, but I loved doing that play.
And you know what the crazy part is that, remember I told you I filmed my first play. I ran from it. I'm not filming no movies, no plays. I film commercials. I do that, but I won't do no play. And I had the opportunity to do it, and it opened my eyes to a whole different way of filming. It helping, and they was very appreciative because I brought the idea.
Especially if it's ministry,
and that's what it is.
It's serving. So, Mr. Don, you have had, and I want to ask, because your plays are always impactful. There's always a message within the play. So the new play is Every Rose Has Its Thorns. Every rose has its thorns. So let's talk about where did the idea come up with this play, and then what is the message that others when they attend, because y'all need to attend, get you some tickets to attend. But let us know what is this play about.
It's about, I'm telling you what it's about. It's a young lady. The scenery is a nice, beautiful. It's on the campus of LSU. Okay. She's sitting on the bench and doing her thing. But I'm gonna tell you all of it. But anyway, she meets this man, and and they fall in love, they get married, and that's it. But the ending is just totally. You got to come in order to see the surprising ending of this. Unbelievable. But what happened? I wrote this. What happens when life hits you? With the unexpected. When the life hits you hard and catches you on the blind side, and perhaps you may not be able to turn your situation around immediately. If there's one thing that you should know and expect, it is the reality of life can sometimes be earth-shattering, harsh, but you just have no reason to be discouraged. So this was about this young lady that life hit her. And it hit her really hard. But it shows how she overcame it and how with the will of God and how putting the Lord in her life that she was able to.
That's it.
That's all I can say.
Yeah, and that's the realities of life. And that's why I like plays that have a message, because either you can relate to the cast members that are in the play, whether it be your situation or be somebody you knew or you have known a situation, but from what you have shared, just the snippet, how you can overcome, So Miss Evangeline, you all up in that thing. You up in that thing with the cast members and listen, and I know you probably want to say, let me get in here and play one of these parts every now and then. But tell us your perspective of the play and the message.
For me, it was the title, because I work in my yard and I work with roses. And my experience is that thorns will catch you depending on whichever way you turn around. You don't even know the thorn is sticking out. And I will say this, you never get used of a thorn, because every time it sticks you, it hurts.
It hurts.
Every time. Pulling it out is good. But I tell you what I do know. Witch hazel is a if you put some witch hazel on that thorn, it heals immediately. I know y'all didn't know that.
No.
But the thorn is great. But without the thorns, you wouldn't even have a rose.
That's good.
So God had to have something set up when he put something beautiful together with something that will hurt you at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow. And so he's the rose of Sharon. So he had to know that, okay, this is beautiful, but you got to be careful because it will stick you.
Wow.
And that's what it was about this young lady's life. I mean, she thought it was all roses at first, but she wasn't ready to.
The thorn came. The thorn came.
And the
thorns
thorns come with every relationship.
Every relationship.
You may think eventually the closet, you're going to come out.
And you're going to this find is what I love. It doesn't have to be a man and woman It's relationships. Period.
Period. Mama, daddy, sister, brother, roaches and ants.
Everybody got thorns. But how you overcome those thorns.
That's good. That's a word in itself. That is a word in itself.
But I tell you what I am excited about is that it's so motivating. It's so encouraging, and nobody get raped. Thank you.
Not one of them type of stories.
Nobody shot nobody.
Nobody getting beat down.
Nobody getting beat down. And he ain't committing adultery. Oh, Jesus. Thank you, Lord.
Totally inspirational. I mean, you can bring your 5-year-old.
And come on and see.
Is that
we ain't got to, like, cover the eyes.
Right.
Oh, did you hear? Nobody cussing. Nobody.
So let me ask y'all this question: when y'all are because y'all do films, plays, and things like that, do y'all find yourself like looking at movies and critiquing movies or looking at shots and saying, "Oh, they shot that this way," or they y'all you do that? Because
I look in a lot of movies.
I do it all the time. I say, "Oh, look at the cameraman hiding." I know. I see all the mistakes. I'm like, oh, he did that was wrong. That I can see it.
And
it makes sense because you're actually in the role, so you know how it's supposed to go.
And I asked that question because that's what we do when we learn something. We start looking at things different. So you look at movies different.
Oh yes.
You look at.
I find out this too. Do not share this with nobody that don't have the same vision you have about movies. Because they get mad.
Yeah.
How you know that?
Yeah.
How you say that?
Yeah.
You really don't want me to answer.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
That's a trick question, right?
Right.
And then I find out once they find out your info, they go talk about it like they know.
Yeah.
And
you know that's how it goes.
So
like they've been on the set, they understand the lighting and everything else. Huh?
And so working on this, you got this project done.
Yes.
So do you go hard at promoting this, or do you start another play?
I really do. I go when I produce one play, like I did 6 right now, but I run them for about a year, 2 years, 3 years. You know, I keep going different places, different venues. You know, been to Killeen, been up there on the Fort Hood up there. Right. Been to Dallas. I've been to Beaumont, that theater down there, Louisiana. So I keep it going. I keep it going.
Got you. So you focus on that.
Yeah. I just keep,
it depends on how it's doing. Depends on how it's doing.
Yes.
And then you decide, okay, what's the cutoff point you think, or will you decide, okay, I'm done with this. Now it's time to move to the next one, or how do you decide that?
I feel that through the audience, I feel that okay, everybody, really nobody. You can. It's so many states,
right?
There's so many places you can go with venues,
right?
So it'll never get old,
right?
It really won't.
Yeah.
With the proper marketing and all of that, you can continue to move.
Right.
I mean, look at Wizard of Oz. My goodness,
that
been out.
Yeah.
Still.
Wow, but that's a good example.
It ain't stop. Imitation of life.
Yeah.
Right.
Every year someone just grows.
Hairspray, grease. Off the movies and different things.
It's a whole lot of different shows, a whole lot of things that keep going. When it's a classic, it's a classic, and that's what I try to do: turn it into a good classic.
And you know what, Mr. Don, and what I also love about your plays is that even if it's ran for that season, he can always bring them back because of the message.
Absolutely,
the message. Because I'm like, and I'm not just saying this just because I was in it, but the message in Forever His, and I saw this play too as well. I think, didn't I see? I saw this one. Okay.
Third one. Keep that in mind. Now, hold on. Hey, y'all. She says she saw this play. She saw this play.
Yep.
But she haven't seen
this
play.
I haven't seen that one. Oh, this is a new one.
There's a new director.
Okay.
New and improved.
No.
I mean, it's
nothing. You ain't seen this play.
Gotcha. Okay. I got it now.
So
I got it now.
This one.
I got it.
Forget what you saw.
Forget what I saw.
Yeah,
okay.
What you saw.
Yeah.
We had to do a whole lot of.
But listen, honey. She's a woman of her word now. I done seen her in plays. I done seen her in movies, and this is not no amateur here.
No.
When I say she is a legend, absolutely. When Candy told me, shout out to Candy, my best friend, over 20 years.
Candy.
When she told me, I said, "Oh yeah, y'all gonna be right now. Y'all."
Finally got a real good director.
So can I ask you who's that director? I'm just asking.
No other than Mrs. Evangeline Gabriel Young. And I'm so happy to have on board.
Let's give her the career.
But I'm gonna see. She went on volunteer. She was really good and
valuable.
I can't believe that I was trying to do this stuff on my own.
You was doing it though. You were doing it, but you also had
so much stress.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So so we found out, because we don't want everybody to know everything about the play, because you need to go and see the play to get the before, the meat, potatoes, and the ending of the play. So first, let's share, where can they purchase the tickets and where's the play going to be?
Okay, the play is going to be in Stanford, Texas, at the Stafford Civic Center, 1415 Constitution Avenue, Stafford, Texas, 77477. So that's where it's going to be, Saturday, July the 19th. It begins at 7 o'clock. I think the doors open at 6. So that's going to be our venue. They're just asking everybody to come out. You do not want to miss this one. And I'm asking the ladies to wear reds. We want to pack the audience with some kind of red.
Ladies in
we're going to have plenty. We're going to be giving away gift certificates. We're going to be giving away gift baskets, bar baskets for the ladies. So,
and the best dress going to win something too.
Hey,
ladies, the best dress.
The lady
we're going to have something for you to give to you. Okay, but don't forget that Stafford Civic Center, 1415 Constitution Avenue, Stafford, Texas. Amen. Out on me. Okay.
No, amen is good.
July 19, 2025. And guess what? We're going to start on time. So you need to be on time.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And where can you get the tickets from?
I'm sorry. Yeah, you can purchase through Cash App.
Okay.
Zelle. Okay. Or you can pay at the door.
Okay.
Cash or credit
what's
card.
The Cash App and what's the
Zelle? Cash App, $, D Dotson.
Okay, D Dotson, $. Candy, put that information in the chat for me in the comments.
Give me your Zelle, baby. Write this stuff down.
It's your telephone number? What's your telephone number?
What's your phone number?
713-805-4318.
Right. All right, say that again. What's the number?
713-805-4318.
That's the Zelle, y'all.
And then too, they need to know. I don't know how they're gonna find the prices.
Oh, $35.
Okay.
Price is $35.
Yeah.
$35 to the door.
Yeah, because all seats are good.
Now, if you do still have time, maybe a week or two, if you can get a group 10 or more, we'll do $25.
Okay.
But it has to be
10 or more.
10 or more.
Yeah, 10 or more. Yeah,
10 plus. You can get your tickets for $25. Yeah. But after that,
it goes up. The price goes up. So y'all don't be late.
Yeah.
Be on time. By getting on time means early. Not late. Not. I'm not gonna say the CP. But be on time. Be early. Yeah. Okay, so I want to ask you, Ms. Evangelist, because you've been doing this for a long time. Mm-hmm. So what inspires you to say, I'm gonna do another one? Okay, I'm gonna be in this one. Or what makes you say yes to those such as Mr. Dotson? What makes you say yes?
Wanting to keep my mind. Let's just fix that. It's just because if you stop using your mind, you don't have a mind. And so I love doing what I do. This is my outlet. Okay. You know, people don't understand that because my husband is my pastor. And people are like, oh, okay, you're a pastor's wife. I said, no, I'm the wife of a pastor. Let's not confuse that.
I know that's right.
I'm not a pastor's wife. I have identity. There's nothing wrong with
me. Come on.
I'm the wife of the pastor.
Right. Wife of the pastor.
I was cleaning his drawers before he was a pastor.
I know that's right.
I was cooking for him before he. They know who the pastor's aide. I am. Everything he need, I got. I'm the pastor's aide. I'm the whole committee.
Come on.
I know that's right.
But I do it because that's my outlet.
Yes.
I get to cry. I get to tell you off. I get to walk off and don't say nothing. I mean, I get to do whatever I want to do on this stage, and whatever's bothering me, I can release it with that character because every character is different. I mean, he said something earlier when he said, the reason why I mentioned rest is because when you go on to play these parts and you become these people, you do become these people. You do become these people. You have to come home and desensitize.
Yes, you do.
And reprogram yourself and tell your family, give me a few days. Because you don't want to be that character when you get home.
That's true.
Yeah.
And so when I get to do that, Mika, you know how many times I get on stage and I get to tell somebody and swing at them? I get to swing, come on, bust some more. You know, and nobody says anything, you know, because it's just a character. So you have fun, and then I don't have to worry because certain things they're not going to call me for. So I don't have, you know, I don't have to say it. They already know she'll do this. She'll do this.
We're going to have to watch Dr. E. Dr. E threw them hands up a certain way. She doing this here. I'm like, hold on. I'm like,
that's Night Ward, y'all. What Night Ward? That's New Orleans, Louisiana. That's Night Ward.
She threw them hands up a certain way.
Jumping off the roof.
I say, man, hold on. Dr. E ready over there.
But I love that, and you are absolutely right, because even sometimes, and I tell people all, even in the entertainment, when you're in an entertainment, even a motivational speaker, when you go into the room, you're pulling everybody's energy, So by the time you get done, you are exhausted. By the time, and I tell people, I was like, no, I can't go after. I can't do this after, because your body's, and you've released so much. You've released so much. So you are absolutely correct. But I love that, and I love that you said you become these people, because that's what you have to do being a cast member. Like you gotta become
step outside yourself and go into a whole different.
Yourself. Yeah, you have to definitely step outside yourself. So let's talk about the cast members before we hop off. Let's talk about the cast members. Who do we have that's in the play?
I'm gonna say the names right. We have Paz. That's Tia Willis.
Mm-hmm.
Candy Green is playing Imani.
You know, I got to change that now.
Who she playing? Oh yeah, Gregory.
Yeah,
Candy Gregory.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm gonna do it right now.
What happened?
She got married.
She got married.
Oh, Candy Gregory. Look, Candy. Candy Gregory. Hey, Candy Gregory. You just got married.
Okay. We changing it.
Arnesia Vinny is playing Jasmine.
Okay.
Latrina Powers is playing
Talala.
George Williams is playing Adrian.
Okay.
Robert Vinzies is playing Charles. Veezy. Veezy is playing Charles. Shelly Rose is playing Ruth.
Come on, Shelly Rose.
Antonio Ford is playing Sam. And I want to compliment this great, phenomenal cast. And I ain't lying. Yeah. They are great. They are phenomenal. They're gelling. They're coming together. So I'm excited to work with each one of them. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't have no problem asking them something. They do it. And so that makes the job easy.
Yeah.
And so that's what I love. Hey, cast members, see, I got y'all names in here. Y'all good. I love y'all. And they don't take things personally.
Latrina, I like what she bringing to the table. She brings her voiceover, Jamaican voiceover.
Oh, okay.
So that add a whole lot of spice to the whole production.
Man.
We get her in there with that Jamaican accent. So, and she is so funny. So, hey, it's going to be so entertaining.
It is. It's going to be entertaining. Now, Mr. Don, before we hop out of here, I got to ask you about these medals that you have around your neck. Because he got a bunch of medals around here.
Well,
so tell me about
plays
these
that
medals.
I've been in. You know, so that one, when love finds you.
Okay.
Renee Productions.
Okay.
Yeah, and some of them. I got nothing here. Lonely but not desperate.
Okay.
This one I've done, and of course this one here. Every rose got its thorns, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, just different productions.
Girl, I thought that was Wars from the Army or something. I didn't know.
No, I got those at home.
One thing Mr. Don is gonna do, let me tell you, when you're in your play, you're gonna have a gift for the cast members. You're gonna have a gift.
Yes, Lord.
You're gonna have one of the things, and I love the fact that. But I'm just so grateful that you are still doing ministry and with the gift that God has given you, and still utilizing and being a vessel for the Lord.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's where it always be. I would always do inspirational productions,
right?
Because I don't know nothing else.
Yeah,
and I don't. To me, this is not our home anyway.
Yeah.
Heaven is our home.
Yeah.
Right.
So what we should be doing, we should be doing.
Yeah,
for the glory of God.
So
absolutely.
Not everybody have that.
But you got it. Y'all got it. I'm gonna say because you do it's ministry for you as well.
Yeah. It's just so nice to have a director like Miss Young. I tell you, she is just incredible.
Yeah.
I just step back and she just do her thing.
Yeah.
I'm just grateful.
Yeah.
Just grateful. All right, y'all. So listen, July the 19th at 7:00 p.m. at the Stafford Civic Center. Y'all make sure that you get your tickets. $35 right now. However, if you have a group of 10 or more, $25. Y'all go ahead and support. It's Juneteenth. Tomorrow is Thursday. Go ahead, support your Black businesses, those who are in the entertainment industry, because one of the things that I love is to see us coming together for something besides a funeral.
Yeah.
Get together and do something fun. Get a message. You just never know. Invite somebody else because you just never know if the message may be for them. And we all have gone through some things. We all have had some thorns.
Right.
And we would love to see the other side of that. And some people may be in a thorn season right now. And if you're in a thorn season right now, then this may be your opportunity to let go and understand with the witch hazel that'll be able to assist you. So y'all tell everybody how they can follow you, how they can follow your social media platforms. If they want to get tickets, we've already put the information within the chat. So if you're getting the replay, you can get the information in the chat. We're going to keep replaying it over and sharing it over and over to make sure that everybody know how to get these tickets. So how can they follow you guys?
Follow me on Facebook, NMGM Productions. That's where I'm at.
Matter of fact, I made that page.
Yeah,
you remember that?
You made it.
Years ago.
Yeah.
So excited. And what about you, Mr. Evangeline?
Just pull me up, Evangeline Gabriel Young. You'll get on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You can
Google her.
You can Google me.
Because she's Googleable.
I'm Googleable.
Look, Googleable.
I am Googleable.
That's it.
You can find me. So I would love to see some new people, new faces. So please follow me. Email me? No, email me. Don't text me. Just go on Facebook me. Okay, I love y'all. Now, what station I'm at? What's the name of it?
It's 90.3 GMT Radio. GMT Radio.
90.3 GMT Radio. Y'all, they are very classy.
Yeah.
They work well together. Y'all, it's so nice in here that it just feels good.
Yeah.
I can't say nothing about the atmosphere because it's so beautiful.
Right.
But I just want to give y'all kudos.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One other thing, the universal rose expressions, they have from run rows all the way up to 56. But if one of your listening audience can just call in or text in or however they do it, can tell me when a woman receives 56 roses, what do that mean?
Wow. Y'all comment below if you were to receive 56 roses.
What expression is that man saying to you?
Yeah, from a man. Okay.
If a man give you 56
I need to know too. Can y'all hurry up with the answer?
Yeah.
Because I ain't never got no 56 roses.
It's an expression. Yeah.
Me either.
It is?
Yes.
Okay, I got 24.
A lot of them do the one rose, the two rows,
I think I've even gotten. Yeah, I've gotten 24.
I got 24.
I'm saying 24.
Do you remember what that was?
Huh?
Do you remember what 24 roses are?
No, I just knew it was a love.
It means remember fondly every moment. 24 hours. I cannot forget you.
Wow.
So when that man gave you 24 roses, that's what he was saying. I cannot forget you.
Wow.
And what does 12 mean? Because my highs was
satisfactory unions and mutual.
So we satisfied. Satisfied.
I'm just glad he ain't gave me 33 roses. That's feeling romantic attachment because you come to me. Okay, all right. I'll take the 33.
They just got to be from. They just got to be from past. They just got to be from past. Yeah. They got to be from past. They can't come from nobody else.
Yeah.
So if you know 56 roses, one complimentary ticket to the show.
Oh wow! So you guys make sure that
somebody says this number signifies not just an admission of love, but a celebration of it, a joyous acknowledgement of the power and beauty of the emotions held within the giver's heart. It's a gesture that leaves,
no doubt.
That leaves no doubt about the intensity and sincerity of their affection. Oh my God! Look at you.
She hit it.
That's Ronnie Martin.
Yeah.
Ronnie Martin.
Hey,
Ronnie Martin.
That's what it means. 56 roses mean my love. So Ronnie Martin.
Ronnie Martin.
You'll have a complimentary ticket.
Complimentary ticket. So maybe, and you know what? His son is running for political office, Isaiah Martin. So maybe Isaiah can come and he can share with some others. Ronnie, I know he lives in. Oh, Ronnie, no, you here. So yeah, that would be awesome. So Ronnie, you want a ticket?
Ronnie, Isaiah got to pay.
Yeah.
I
was saying either one of them.
No, I'm just letting I want Ronnie to hear me. Ronnie, Isaiah got to pay.
Yeah.
You get in free.
Yeah.
So she doing businesses.
Oh yeah. No, I wasn't saying both of them because I know he would probably. Well, anyway, we'll talk about that. But so you guys go ahead and get your tickets. Stafford Civic Center, July the 19th at 7:00 p.m. The name of the play is Every Rose Has Its Thorns. Share with somebody. Share with your mother. Share with your father. Share with your cousins, your uncles, your friends, all of those who will be blessed by coming to this play on that day. Nice. What you got up?
You know what? Podcasting. If you need a podcast or anything, make sure you hit me up 832-372-6874. We do bundle recording. If you want to come in one day and do the bundle. Shout out to Kiva, man. I definitely want to give her a shout out. I was able to film that. Shout out to you too. I definitely was able to film that podcast, and I wrapped that one of the episodes up and came out really nice.
Good.
Nice. So definitely want to know. I mean, if you want to do your own podcast, get at me 832-372-6874.
All right, y'all. Well, listen, today is Wednesday. We pray that you have an amazing day. I don't have anything coming up but moving. That's all I got coming up.
Hey, that's enough right there.
Who you telling? But also, I do want to shout out to Angels Surviving Cancer on Saturday. They have their breast cancer prayer breakfast that's taking place at the Hilton on the north side. Tickets, actually, today is the last day to purchase tickets. Last year was up to 400 people in attendance, and I know that they have a couple of more seats that are left, but this is a breakfast that gives scholarships to those mothers who have succumbed breast cancer within the last year. So if you know of anybody who would love to support the seniors, even if you can't go, you can go to the website, you can donate, you can sponsor a ticket, just be a blessing. I always say, you just never know when you sow a seed in good ground, how it's going to come back to you. Yes. So make sure that you guys get the tickets to the play. And also, if you want to go on Saturday, you have the opportunity to do that as well. angelsurvivingcancer.org. And the tickets, I can't even remember what the tickets are right now, but that's it.
And I want to say this here before we go. Make sure that if you don't have anything to do, if you don't have nothing to do, take that time to rest.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Take that time to rest. All right, y'all, have an amazing Wednesday. We'll see y'all next week, same place, same time. I'll be in Dallas. Nice will be here, but however, we still gonna get y'all.
Man, look, don't even much remind me.
That's gonna be nice.
It's not gonna go on.
Don't even much remind me.
The show is gonna go on.
Nice.
Jesus.
All right, y'all, have an amazing Wednesday. We'll see y'all next week.